Trust. Trust is a funny thing, isn't it? People throw it around like it's some kind of gift, like it's a prize, something you just give away without thinking twice. You hand it out like it's candy, expecting people to cherish it, value it, protect it. But here's the thing. Trust is not a gift. Trust is not some token you just hand over. Trust is a test, a challenge, a fragile thing that once broken can never be fully repaired. It can be patched up, maybe. You can glue the pieces back together, but deep down, you'll always know it's not whole again. And when trust is betrayed, when it's stomped on like it's nothing, it changes everything. You start to see people for who they really are. The masks come off, the smiles fade away, and you finally realize trust is a luxury that some people just don't deserve. So what do you do when that trust is shattered? When the people you believed in turn out to be nothing more than wolves in sheep's clothing? What do you do when the ones you trusted, the ones you let in, show their true colors? You don't cry, you don't beg, you don't get angry, you don't even get mad. You don't do any of that. Instead, you look them straight in the eye, with all the pain and all the betrayal swirling inside you, and you say, enough, no more trust. And then you walk away. You turn your back on them because you realize you don't need their approval, their loyalty, or their lies. You don't need anyone who is going to play you like a fool, anyone who will shatter your belief in them, anyone who would betray your trust without a second thought. You've learned the hard way, you've seen it all, and now you're untouchable. You've built walls so high, no one can get through them. No more trust. And in that moment, as you walk away, you realize something powerful. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Trust. People think it's something you just give away, that it's this precious thing, like something you pass from hand to hand. People expect it to be treated like a gift, like it's meant to be cherished. But trust, it's not like that. Trust is a test that very few people pass. Sure, you can give it away. Sure, you can open yourself up to it. But once it's gone, once that trust is broken, you can never get it back. It shatters. It breaks into 1,000 pieces, each one a reminder that you were foolish enough to believe in something that, in the end, wasn't real. Something unreliable, something fragile that could be destroyed with a single lie. And the worst part? The worst part is the ones who break that trust. They don't even blink. They don't even think twice about the damage they're causing. They take it for granted. They don't see the wreckage they're leaving behind. They lie. They deceive. They make promises they'll never keep. And you believe them. You want to believe them. You convince yourself that people can be trusted, that they'll stand by you when it counts, that they'll be there when you need them most. You tell yourself that they're on your side. You trust them because you want to trust them. But oh no, that's not how it works. People lie, people cheat, people disappoint every single day, and they do it because they know. They know trust is a weapon they can use to control you, to get what they want from you. They use your trust to manipulate you, to play you like a puppet on a string. And all the while, you're thinking you're safe. You're thinking they're your friends, but they're not. No, they're not. Once that trust is gone, once they show you their true colors, once the mask falls off, you can never go back. The illusion is shattered. The world you thought you knew crumbles in front of your eyes. The person you thought you could rely on, they were never who you thought they were. The real tragedy is this. No one ever tells you that trust isn't just something nice you give away. No one prepares you for the truth. The truth that trust isn't some gift, something you hand out to make people happy. Trust, it's a test to see if someone is worthy of it, a test to see if they're deserving of your time, your energy, your heart. It's something you give only to those who prove they deserve it. But what happens when they fail? What happens when they betray your trust, when they rip it from your hands and stomp on it without a second thought? You have to accept it. You have to face the ugly truth. And that truth is this: once trust is gone, it's gone forever. You can forgive, sure. You can pretend like everything is fine, that you can move on. But deep down, you'll always know the truth. You gave them a chance. You believed in them, and they ruined it. And you'll never let anyone do that to you again. Because trust isn't a gift. It's a test, and when you fail it, you fail the whole thing. No second chances, no "we'll work it out." No, just the cold, hard reality that some people aren't worth your time, your energy, or your trust. It's a hard lesson to learn, but once you've learned it, you'll never forget it. You'll never be fooled again. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real beauty of it all. You can't unsee the truth. Once it's revealed, once you've seen it for what it is, you start to see it in the eyes of everyone around you. You'll know. You'll know exactly who you can trust and who's just waiting to take you down. So go ahead, keep giving out your trust. Keep handing it to people who don't deserve it, because when it's ripped away from you, when you're left to pick up the pieces, don't say I didn't warn you. Because once trust is gone, it's gone for good. And trust me, nothing will ever be the same. Ah, the sweet irony of human nature. You give people the best of yourself, your time, your energy, your trust. And what do they do with it? They take it, they twist it, they abuse it. And you stand there, watching it all unravel, wondering, how could they? But that's the thing, isn't it? You're the fool in this equation. You let them in. You believed in them. And now, you're the one picking up the shattered pieces of your own trust. But who's really to blame here? You? For being naive? Or them? For taking advantage of your kindness? You see, trust isn't just about giving it away. It's about what they do with it once it's in their hands. They're not your friends. They're not your allies. They're opportunists, using you like a tool for their own gain. And the saddest part, they'll never own up to it. They'll smile at you. They'll act like everything's fine, while deep down, they're plotting their next move, feeding you lies to keep you hooked. They'll manipulate. They'll deceive. They'll use every trick in the book. But here's the thing you need to realize. Those true colors, they were never hidden. And yet, here you are, staring at the wreckage of your trust, the disappointment, the betrayal, the cold realization that you were just a pawn in their little game. And now, they're gone. They've moved on, leaving you to deal with the fallout, the mess they've left behind. But don't worry, don't cry about it. Here's the truth. They don't care. They never cared. You were just a means to an end, a stepping stone on their path to whatever twisted gold they were after. And now that they've used you up, they're gone. Off to the next victim, the next person foolish enough to trust them. And what are you left with? A broken heart, shattered expectations, the bitter taste of betrayal in your mouth. But here's the kicker. They'll never apologize. They won't come crawling back, begging for your forgiveness. They won't even acknowledge the damage they've done. Because to them, it's just a game. And you were just another player in it. And the game continues. So, what do you do now? What do you do when you've seen the ugly truth? When the mask has fallen, and you're staring at the face of the person who betrayed you? You walk away. You turn your back on them. You don't beg for an explanation. You don't plead for their affection. You take that pain, that betrayal, and you use it. You use it to fuel the fire inside you, because once trust is broken, you're never the same again.